What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my FanDuel DFS contenders for Tuesday, January 5th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all of our other content goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman so you can get updates to these sim results as we get closer to lock. And finally, let me know in the comments section, who are your favorite options on FanDuel for tonight's slate? We're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Robert Covington, Kyle Anderson, LeBron James, Derrick Jones Jr., and Kyrie Irving. Who will be the top 5 plays, my favorites, on FanDuel tonight? It's time to find out. First up, we're going to NIKOLA JOKIC, center eligibility, obviously, 10,500. I've got him projected for 53 fantasy points. We're looking for, let's call it 59. We'll round up. I think he hits that 28% of the time. He's in the optimal lineup 31% of the time. I'm giving him 34 minutes. He's been awesome this season. I'm projecting him pretty heavily because Minnesota's not very good. They don't have anybody that can match up well with NIKOLA JOKIC. It's not like they would have with Towns, but at least their offense could have been better. This is a fantastic spot for Jokic. 24, 12, and 8 as a baseline projection. This dude is on another level this year. 1.4 fantasy points per minute just as a baseline. I'm projecting him even higher than that. His assist rate is up. His rebounding is up. Everything is coming up Jokic today, and that puts him at my number 5 spot. Number 4, I'm going to COBY White, 6,200 point guard eligibility. I've got him projected for 33 fantasy points. The goal is 44. He only hits that about 11% of the time, but I think he's in the optimal like 32% of the time. 34 minutes, so I think that he's going to be out there a lot. It's a nice matchup against Portland. Not too worried about their defense, and it's a pace-up spot, which really helps. He's like a 0.87 guy in the baseline, but I think he's going to be a little bit higher given some of the injuries right now. No Markkanen, no Chandler Hutchison. I'm probably missing a couple. No Satoransky. I'm missing one more guy. Tons of COVID running through this team. 22% usage, 7, 6, and 5 as the baseline, but really 6,200 on a 5-game slate for a point guard that's going to play north of 30 minutes. This is a really nice spot for White. I think the floor is pretty high. Not the same ceiling that you're always looking for, but you can't always just get crazy ceiling plays on a 5-game slate. I think this spot looks pretty good. Grab yourself some COBY White. Or you can go to his backcourt mate, Zach LaVINE, number 3, 8,100, projected for 42 fantasy points, GPP goal of 50. He hits that 21% of the time. Much better ceiling on LaVINE in comparison to COBY White. Shows up in the optimal 32% of the time. We're talking big minutes. We're talking all of the shots, 32% usage, 26, 5, and 5. Same sort of pace-up matchup that COBY White gets the benefit from. All signs point to a great Zach LaVINE game. 42 as a baseline projection looks good. He's priced appropriately. This seems like a really nice spot for LaVINE. You always want to be there on the day that he's feeling his jumper a little bit. That's when the scoring can really come. He could turn 26 regular points into 36 regular points, and that's when you want to have Zach LaVINE. I'm hoping that's tonight. Number 2, I'm going to Los Angeles. Give me Anthony Davis, power forward eligibility. Only 10K. 47-point fantasy projection, you're looking for 57. He hits that 16% of the time, but the raw points are what matters here. He's in the optimal 35% of the time. 34 minutes, 28% usage, 24 and 9 with the baseline projection. Maybe, we're talking 3 stocks as a base. If he gets to 4, 5, 6, if that number climbs, that's where you get the big outlier days on FanDuel since everything is worth 3 points. Pace-up spot against a Memphis team that is just simply walking wounded. They don't have the bodies to match up with Anthony Davis. If he wants to smash them, he will smash them. I'm hoping he wants to smash them. Grab Anthony Davis. Before we get to number 1, one last reminder, like button, subscribe to the channel, notification bell, and the biggie, follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. I am dangerously close to passing 15,000 followers on Twitter. Kind of an exciting milestone for me. It's been climbing pretty regularly thanks to you guys, and I think thanks to these videos. So don't be afraid to follow me on Twitter so you can get these updates. We have lock at 7:30. I'll post my updates somewhere in that 6:30 range, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Now, on to number 1. My number 1 contender for Tuesday, January 5th. I had to look. I already can't remember what the day is. It's Damian Lillard. He's 9,200 point guard eligibility, 46 fantasy point goal, or 46 fantasy point projection, 54 fantasy point goal. He hits that 24% of the time. He's in the optimal 41%. I love Lillard in this spot. 36 minutes, 30% usage, 28, 8, and 5 All right, 28, 8, and 4.5. We'll round that one down a little bit. Pace up spot, big time for Portland. They gained 7 possessions over their average. Chicago, not very good defensively. Not very good just in general, if we're being perfectly honest. And Lillard's going to play a ton of minutes. He's a 1.2 fantasy point per minute guy. I think this can go a little bit higher in a spot today where you're picking up those extra possessions. And really, on this 5-gamer, he is on a different tier. 41% in the optimal lineup. That's 6% higher than Anthony Davis in the 2 spot. I think Damian Lillard, as of right now, it's 7:48 a.m. Damian Lillard is the clear-cut #1 option on FanDuel today. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my FanDuel contenders for Tuesday. I appreciate you guys listening. No shows for me at night. I will be on the NBA strategy show with the boss man, Alex Baker, so be sure to check that out. There's a DraftKings version of this video somewhere around here, so click on that, watch that, and keep your eyes peeled to my Twitter for the updates. Good luck tonight, guys. I will be back again tomorrow morning.